They would say, well, okay, then why doesn't God save everyone? And they would say, well, there's one thing that God desires even more than the salvation of all, and that's his glory. And somehow, according to their way of thinking, that God withholds saving grace from some because he wants to be glorified by their damnation. The early church fathers argued what they called the antecedent and the consequent will. In other words, God antecedently wants all to be saved, but he has declared that consequently those who will trust him will be saved. He wasn't willing that any should perish. Yes, antecedently, but his consequent will has been fulfilled in that everyone who has said yes. And so I do believe that the genuine ability to say yes is available for all, and that God has ordained, and here's where the Molinism, the middle knowledge way of thinking comes at. I believe that God has ordained a world in such that everyone who would say yes will have the opportunity to do so. William Lane Craig is the one who argued that first.
As a matter of fact, I talked to Bill about that, and some interesting points that he brings up when they ask him about the idea of what about those who existed before Jesus? It may be that in any possible world, those individuals who lived in that time prior to Jesus would simply not have chosen to follow him anyway, which is possible, but it's an interesting response.